West End. We do know El Centro College right there also on lockdown. This is a time, and we've done it here at the studio, when a lot of people get out, they walk downtown, they move around downtown, but there are a number of streets, Lamar, Elm, Pacific, a number of these streets in that area around the Bank of America Tower, the Big Green Pickle, the tallest building in Dallas, they are closed right now. And the black van we see there on the screen, that is the Dallas Police Department's command van, which generally tells me they're likely going to be here for a minute as they try to figure this out. And as Morgan said a moment ago, sources are telling us that this is a suspicious package, potentially a bomb threat. And when you see the robot right there, that's kind of all you need to know. Whatever that suspicious package is, it will not be approached by an individual from the Dallas Police Department's bomb squad, but most likely that robot that will be rolled out to it here momentarily. This is happening, I believe this is Lamar, or this is Elm perhaps that we're looking at, which is in between the El Centro College and the Central West End. And now we're seeing the robot actually moving down the street, heading west now, it looks like, down the street to whatever this suspicious package is. Right now it's still in the middle of the street. That may not be that unusual, but if it hangs a left or right, that's what we're going to be interested to see exactly where it goes here. But out of a precaution, police have evacuated this area, have told everyone who's downtown, who's in these buildings, who's in the schools, who are meeting, who may be just coming into town, get away from this area, don't approach this area. This is a very congested area anytime, but especially during the lunch hour.
And we actually, Jason, to your point, just got a copy of the email that was sent out to the tenants of Bank of America Plaza, saying that the building will be on lockdown for what they're calling security reasons until further notice, asking those tenants to stay inside. We also just got new information from sources saying that this started with a traffic stop involving a Tahoe. I don't know if we can see that vehicle from here, but a traffic stop with a Tahoe. And those sources say that officers saw something suspicious that they thought was a possible bomb. And that is what really initiated the situation that we're seeing now. It looks like we see that Tahoe there on the screen. So again, sources saying that this began with a traffic stop with this vehicle and officers seeing something suspicious. And as Jason mentioned, multiple buildings on lockdown at this point. You know, we know El Centro College and the Bank of America Plaza. And when you talk about this central business district in downtown, you are talking about, especially at this time of day, so many people typically out and about. You don't see any of that right now in this area. And I'm going to pull up now Dallas Police, in confirming that they were investigating suspicious activity, a suspicious item, is asking people to avoid specific areas. I'm seeing if I can get that. Specifically asking drivers to use alternate routes, avoiding both east and west of Ross Avenue or Commerce Street, and north and south Griffin Street or Houston Street. So really that typically very congested part of downtown Dallas, especially this time of day.
And you see this Tahoe, the robot is up there next to this Tahoe. Obviously, I don't know if it was pulled over there or if it just stopped there, but certainly it is cause for concern because it's sitting right in the middle of the crosswalk in this very busy area. But as you can tell, not a soul around as the robot tries to figure out what this is. There's a camera there at the top of the robot for the police officers who are a little ways back. You see the camera lowering itself right now as they try to get a better idea of what might be inside that vehicle. Rebecca Lopez is our senior crime and justice correspondent, and she is talking to her police sources. I'm going to give her a call right now, and we'll see if we can get her on the phone here. Hey, Rebecca.
I'm trying to get on the phone, but the one's answering.
Hey, Rebecca. Rebecca, we're on the air. We're on the air right now. That's all right. This is reporters talking to each other, but you've been talking to your sources, Rebecca. Tell us what you're hearing from them right now.
Okay, so my sources are saying that this was initially a traffic stop, and in that traffic stop, whatever the officers saw gave them some concern, and they believe that there might be some sort of device in what I'm told is a Tahoe. And so they basically locked everything down in that area, and now they are calling in the bomb squad and more people out to that scene.
And any idea? I know it's really early here, but any idea what originally alerted officers to pull this black Tahoe over? We're watching it live on the air here from HD Chopper 8, and there's the police robot is right up next to it trying to see inside right now. But what was the original motivation? Any idea?
I don't know what the initial stop was. I'm just told that it was some sort of traffic violation, some sort of traffic stop. I don't think that they were particularly looking for that Tahoe. And when the officers looked in the vehicle, they saw some sort of what looked like a possible bomb or some sort of device. And so the fact that this, typically when you get bomb threats or bomb scares, it's somebody, calling it in, or they saw suspicious wires. But the fact that it was actually law enforcement that may have seen something suspicious and then alerted everyone. And of course, now they are shutting down businesses all over downtown near where that Tahoe is parked.
And Rebecca, do we know, is anyone in custody right now? Did they take that individual into custody when they pulled him over?
I don't know that yet. I don't know if I'm sure by now he's probably being questioned. And one of my sources that is on scene said, whatever is in that vehicle, he said, looks sketchy. And I said, what does that mean? Because, it looks like there might be something to this. And a lot of times, these turn out to be nothing, but obviously they're doing everything in an abundance of caution, because whatever it was that concerned those officers, they decided to bring in everyone, including the bomb squad.
And Rebecca, can you talk about this specific response? Because I know Jason's mentioned this a couple times. I know you've seen so many different types of lockdowns and responses in breaking news situations, but when we don't see any officers, around this vehicle, they're using a robot, asking people to stay inside, and you talk about an abundance of caution. When there are situations like this, how important are these specific protocols in situations like this?
Yeah, in a situation like this, you're always going to try to send in a robot or, someone until, the bomb squad gets in. They do at times will go in, with their suits on that are used by the bomb techs. But in a situation like this, you do want to at least send in the robot. And, DPD also has drones, and they can fly drones pretty close to that vehicle as well to try to look in and see what it might be. But definitely they want to send the robot in, and if they can bring the device out without having to actually send in any officers, that would be ideal for them.
And just to update our viewers here who might be watching this, wondering what is going on in downtown Dallas, the Dallas Police Department and the bomb squad from the Dallas Police Department have essentially closed one of the most congested areas of the city between El Centro College, which is on the right side of your screen there, and the Bank of America Tower, the tallest building in downtown Dallas, the large green skyscraper there. And we're watching a robot from the Dallas Police Department go around this black Tahoe. That's not a police car. It kind of looks like maybe an undercover police car, but it is not one. And Rebecca, as we watch this here, it looks like I'm just guessing based on, seeing some of these in the past, this robot is circling around the black Tahoe trying to see inside. At some point, would the robot ever, try to take a window out or open a door or anything like that to figure out what's going on inside, or is it just on a recon mission alone here?
Yeah, it's probably on a recon mission alone. But as we know, the Dallas Police Department has used robots in different ways, even if they believe that there's something suspicious. If you recall, also, they have used those robots in other situations like this. And typically what they'll do is they'll just send it in, it'll do the reconnaissance. And I do believe that they do have the capability of bringing something out, but typically, once they see something, they'll then send in the bomb techs with their bomb gear, suits, I guess, and then that's when they would obviously bring whatever devices out, and then typically they put it in, one of the containers. I don't know the official word for it, but they would then blow up that explosive if they believe that there is, it's a danger.
And for people also, might be stuck inside their building or inside their school, any idea how many other businesses might have been affected here? We know the Bank of America Tower, the tall green skyscraper. We know El Centro College, both on lockdown, but there are a lot of businesses, a lot of buildings all around this area, very high traffic area, especially during the lunch hour right now. Any idea how many other businesses the police department might have said, hey, stay inside till we figure this out?
No, I don't know that at this time, but there is a pretty well organized downtown business group down there, and then I'm sure the word is out by now for people to just stay away from that area or stay where they are. But I mean, if they're evacuating people out of those buildings, and I'm sure they're sending them home or sending them to a location where they believe they could be safe. I mean, if there in fact is some sort of device that's explosive and that they don't want anyone in that area. So they would evacuate anything that you could probably see that would be impacted if this thing were to go off, if in fact it is any kind of explosive device.
Sure, and a reminder to our viewers also who may not know, but there is an extensive tunnel system in downtown Dallas, and that tunnel system runs right through the Bank of America Tower. There are a lot of restaurants over there, so it would be easy to get people out of these buildings if indeed the police department decided they needed to get people physically out of the area as opposed to sheltering in place, which is kind of what it sounds like now, even though those exact words have not been used. Rebecca, I know you probably have some folks texting you or folks that you need to be texting right now. We will check back with you here shortly when you hear more on your end, but we're going to continue to watch this. Rebecca, thanks for the update here. We're going to continue to watch the robot here from the Dallas Police Department as it looks around this black Tahoe in downtown Dallas. We've been watching this for about 20-25 minutes or so, and this was quite a surprise when the police department just rolled in and started closing streets down. This very busy area of downtown. The DART trains are not running through this area of downtown. The transfer station that is right downtown, I don't know for sure, but my guess is if the trains aren't running, likely a lot of those buses aren't running. This is a very busy bus route on Elm and Lamar, which is through there. A lot of folks do take the DART bus, and it's likely caught in all this as well.